Hi, my name's Jovan and this is my story. I was born and raised in the Philippines till I was 16. I came here, finished high school back home, came here for college and to settle. And my faith was never that strong until I got to college and, critical thinking, got exposed to different ways of thinking. I've never even knew what the word atheist meant. Eventually, I met a professor, which, long story short, kind of made me into an atheist. At first, I was angry with God because I felt betrayed. I felt angry, and to the point that as through the years, just God never really came up in my life anymore. To the point that he was no longer relevant. Up until recently, this year, I went out with a friend. We hung out Saturday night, slept over at his place, and then the next morning, I woke up. I saw him all dressed up, and I said, "Where are you going?" And he said, "I'm going to church." And something just in the back of my head just says, "Tell me if you want to come." I came with him, and it's the very same day I met good man Sharon, and that started my journey with Grace Church. At this point, I'm still not 100% if I should continue going to church because I wasn't really convinced yet that I should let God back in my life. Back in end of May, early June, I developed a really bad case of sciatica. It started with a mild discomfort, and up until recently, it gotten worse and worse and worse to the point that it was crippling, that I couldn't walk, I couldn't function, I couldn't work. I never knew depression was real up until it hit me, and to the point that I tried to commit suicide. Something was telling me not to pull the trigger. I literally had a gun in my mouth ready to pull the trigger. But for some reason, that 2-pound trigger just felt like an immovable object. Now that I think about it, it must have been God telling me, "Hey, buddy, you still got a lot of fight in you." So what I did was I called my friend Abidemi, and I just broke down in tears. And Sharon made some phone calls and emails, and I never believed in prayers until it worked on me. Quite a few of people from Grace Church came to my house, and people who have known me less than 6 months came to my house to pray for me at 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock at night, when they could have been in bed sleeping. I think this community gives you an idea, or actually lets you know how much love God has for you. And for whatever reason, I suppose God started healing my sciatica. Within 2 or 3 days, it's completely gone, just like that. Since then, I've become a full believer. And I have a very strong scientific mind, being, from the medical field. And there's nothing I could do to explain what happened because the timing was impeccable of how it just disappeared within 1 or 3 days of just prayers, which I haven't prayed in years. 14 years I haven't talked to God. And within just that one decision, he changed my life. And one of the reasons I became depressed was because I couldn't work. But now I'm getting job offers left and right. I don't even know which one to take anymore. Whenever you feel like hope is gone, like I thought hope was gone, just hold on. God's working his ways. God's got your back. Never give up, because once you give up, you will never know what the outcome is. And you think that you're insignificant because people don't seem to care. Sorry if I get emotional, but I didn't even realize that people were that affected when I told them that I tried to commit suicide. So just know that there are people that love you. God loves you. Don't do it. Don't end it, because you're not only do you hurt yourself, but you're also gonna hurt people around you. So hold on, hang tight. There's a lot of fight in you still, just like I did. So that's all I gotta say.